Steve Bunn says it's a great shame and I can see him being stripped of the belts. He was in no condition to fight. He was drugged up, doped up. There we have it. Here's a picture of Fury beating Klitschko. Was he tested? Pre-fight? Post-fight? There is the victory. The tainted victory. Was he tested? Pre-fight? Post-fight? What's going on? What's going on? Then we move on to Deontay Wilder. Let's look at him. This all ties together, by the way. I'm not losing my mind. This all ties in together. I am not losing my mind. I'm not losing my mind. Losing my patience with Fury, but not my mind. Dominic Breazeale is Deontay Wilder's next opponent. Dominic Breazeale. There we see him there. Soft touch. Anthony Joshua beat him up a few years ago. Beat him up. Tyson Fury, a draw. Split decision, draw. Who did Wilder fight before that? Luis Ortiz, old man Luis Ortiz. Reputedly aged 50, from Cuba. This was in 2018. Luis Ortiz. Who did he beat up before that? Oh, he almost lost to Luis Ortiz, incidentally. Almost lost to him. He got through. Luis Ortiz had him rocked. Was it the 7th round? Had him rocked. He was rocking and rolling. Didn't know what day it was. Referee gave Wilder some extra time at the beginning of the next round just to make sure he was clear and ready to go out there. Knocked out Luis Ortiz. Some say knocked out Luis Ortiz. I say Luis Ortiz went down through indigestion. Was it the 9th round? Did Luis Ortiz go down with indigestion in the 9th round? Okay, we give Wilder that win. Luis was on his knees. He's fatigued. Old man Luis Ortiz was fatigued. Best old man boxer perhaps in the history of the game. Perhaps in the history of the game. How many 49-year-olds do you see perform that way? They've got him down as 39-year-old. No way in hell is this Cuban 39. Did you see Latte? Richard Latte was his name, from Ghana, fighting Dubois the other day. That guy on his record was 27 years old. That man looked not a day shorter than 47 years old. Ripped, chiseled. He was, yes. He clearly keeps himself in the gym. But the face don't lie. That man had the face of a 47-year-old man. Latte, Richard Latte. It's incredible. Those two should fight. Luis Ortiz should fight Latte. If you want to know about Latte, go back to my video. Go into my homepage, scroll down, click video, scroll down. You'll see my rundown on that fight, and you'll see Latte's face. My lord, that man has got to be a granddad by now. Got to be. Probably had his grandkids in the front row. Bermain Stavern. We're looking back at the last 6 fights. Bermain Stavern hadn't fought for like 1.5, 2 years. That man, did he take him out in 1 round? That man, disgraceful. Disgraceful. How the WBC had this guy, Bermain Stavern, at number 2 or number 1 ranking to fight. And Bermain Stavern had not fought a top 10 in 2 years. And he was Wilder's mandatory. But we know how the WBC operate when it comes to Al Haymon fighters. Gerald Washington, a relative novice, had Wilder rocking and rolling. Another soft touch had Wilder rocking and rolling. Chrissy Ariola, a yesterday man. This was in 2016. He was a yesterday man even in 2016. He wasn't even in the top 10. Arthur Spilka, another light heavyweight. Joan Duapas, another light heavyweight. So those are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've gone down to 8 with this guy. Lightweights, light heavyweights, soft touches in Bermain Stavern. Dominic Breazeale, another soft touch. This man must have 30% body fat. He's supposed to be a trained athlete and he's walking around with 33% body fat. It's terrible. Terrible. Okay, so we're into Deontay Wilder now. Okay, so we know he beat Stavern. We know he beat Bermain Stavern, the guy who hadn't fought a top 10 heavyweight fighter in over 2 years, is Bermain Stavern. He stayed on the rankings of the WBC. They kept him there as a mandatory, kept him there as a warm body, soft body for Deontay Wilder. As you see, he's getting plenty of leverage without either foot on the ground. Soft touch, another soft touch. Oh, I went in the rankings of Deontay Wilder to show the soft touches, by the way. That was the purpose. There we are, both feet off the ground. Literally feet off the ground. Fighting a soft, warm body. I could have beat Bermain Stavern. I'll take you on, boy. Referee with his feet off the ground. Bermain Stavern, the disgrace. That is Bermain Stavern lying, doing a limbo on the bottom rope. Doing a limbo. Referee, I don't know. Are they doing the samba? Is this a samba move? Huh? Is this a samba move? Is this a samba groove? And so, these two fought. The guy who calls himself a lineal champ, but yeah, he was drugged up throughout the whole period when he beat Klitschko, both before and after. Drugged up. Failed to take a test. Nandrolone, cocaine in his system. Called himself lineal champ, no way, no how. Failed to give. Pulled out of the rematch when we know he had drugs in his system twice against Vladimir Klitschko. Disgraceful behavior. We kind of overlook it because he's a Brit. Shouldn't really overlook it. It's disgraceful. Okay, give him his due. He stuck the jab in Wilder's mush, face, dome piece. See his face distorted here. Okay. Wilder goes on to knock Fury the fuck out. But Fury rises from the dead. Rises up from the dead like Lazarus. There he is, hitting the deck. This is the second time. He was out, and then he rose. Rose from the dead like Lazarus. I'll give credit where credit is due. He did do that. Okay, now we're looking at the trifecta. The trifecta. That's not the picture I wanted. Nor is that. What's going on? Help me out. There. That's what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Let's square this thing up. Let's go down. You see, we've got the top three. You see what I'm doing here? You like how I'm doing it, yeah? All right. Much appreciated. I'm taking time out of my day, and you took time out of your day. We're looking at the last six. This is Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua. UK in the house. Heavyweight, orthodox, 6'6", 82-inch reach, Watford, Hertfordshire, UK. Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua. Nigerian heritage, British born, British boy. Last six. Next opponent, Andy Ruiz, who fought, some say beat, Joseph Parker. This guy down as a loss, highly disputed loss. Parker walked away with the belt. Some say hometown decision. Fight took place in New Zealand, the land of the Maori warrior, or is that Samoa? You tell me. Right, before that, he smashes the ex-Olympic, ex-world champion, ex-Olympic gold medalist, ex-world champion, Alexander Sasha Povetkin. Wembley Stadium. Wembley. Before that, unanimous decision. Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker was on his back foot, run in, run out. He had his running shoes on that day. Anthony Joshua was tentative, but certainly another highly ranked opponent. No light heavyweights, no jokers, no soft touches, as we see in the Wilder resume. Another tough opponent. Durable, rough, strong, son of a brute. Carlos Takam. Headbutted Joshua early on. Joshua survived that, came back, stopped him in the 10th. Another tough son of a gun. Russia, Ukraine, son of the Ukraine. Rough, son of a gun. Vladimir Klitschko, ex-unified champ. Tyson Fury beat him in dubious circumstances. We know Tyson Fury was drugging before and after that fight. Closely before and after that fight. And refused a test shortly before that fight. Less than 1 month before that fight. 5 weeks before that fight. Declined the test. Declined the rematch. Declined the test in the rematch. Called off the rematch twice. And then on September 16, was also tested positive for cocaine shortly before the scheduled second rematch. Or the second rematch, he postponed the first rematch. So shortly before the due date for the rematch. After he postponed the first rematch. You understand what I'm saying? So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go down one more. Eric Molina. Destroyed Eric Molina, I think, in 2 rounds. Was it 2 or was it 3 rounds? Eric Molina, remember, almost knocked out Wilder a year or 2 earlier. Anthony Joshua took him out in 2. Not the toughest of opponents, but, you know, that's a shared opponent they have on their resume. Does Wilder and Joshua. Dominic Breezel, 2 years ago, fought Anthony Joshua. He is now fighting Wilder. Deontay Wilder. Dominic Breezel got smashed every round by Joshua. I think he lasted 7 rounds. Did he last 7 rounds? He got battered. It was brutal. It was brutal. It was hard to watch. Okay, so this is the king of the ring. Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua. Nigerian heritage, British born, British boy. So, Anthony Joshua, clean and lean, fought and beat Vladimir Klitschko. No drugs in his system before the fight, tested by UCAD during the fight and VADA. No drugs in his system during the fight, pre-fight, during fight, or after the fight. That's the difference between Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua and man like Tyson Fury. Drugged up for at least 2 years. Before and after this fight. How can you call yourself lineal champion when you declined 2 rematches? And we know that at least on one of those occasions, you declined because you had drugs in your system. Fact. We're looking at the differences. Remember that song, What's the Difference Between You and Me? Drugged. Drugs in your system. Drugs in your system. No drugs in your system. UCAT tested, VADA tested. No drugs in the system, despite the smear campaign. Success breeds haters. Success breeds haters. Repeat after me, everybody. Success breeds haters. Success breeds haters. We'll have another video on the haters. This is just a documentary piece on these 3 guys. Drug cheat. Despite what we say about him, he's never been proven to have any drugs in his system. There is speculation, but never proven. He's been the shrinking man, but never proven. Proven. Unproven. Okay? So, give credit where credit's due. Success breeds haters. Okay. Okay. Look at that sinking into the ribs. We're almost finished now. For all those who stayed with it, congratulations. You are serious boxing people. Success breeds haters. This is a documentary piece. It's not a 5-minute piece. It's a documentary piece. There we see when Joshua, what's his name? What's he written down? Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua. Success breeds haters. Let's get back into it. Here we see Joshua en route to defeating the great Ukrainian boxer, Vladimir Klitschko. There we see Klitschko down on his knees. Down on his knees. Drop the champion down to his knees. Long live the king. The king is dead. The king is dead. And another one rises. What is this picture in here? Why is this picture in here? Oh, I know why. I know why. This is when Joshua beats another top guy. Alexander Povetkin. Also from Ukraine. Got a tattoo on the inside of his arm. Never noticed that before. What's that? I hope it's not no devil worshipping business. We don't do that around here. Anyway. Povetkin, ex-drug cheat himself. Well, is he? It's disputable. He had some levels of a drug that was banned one day, then not banned. His first sample came back as positive. The second sample came back as under the limit. It's very highly disputed, but it was gray area. But nonetheless, this was when he was supposed to fight Wilder. Nonetheless, Joshua comes in and has a great fight with him. Povetkin, highly respected, ex-Olympic gold medalist, ex-heavyweight champ himself, gets felled by Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua. Povetkin falling back. Povetkin taking a heavy right, distorts the face. Povetkin busted up. Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua with his right hand raised to the sky. The landlord. Povetkin down. Excuse me. Vladimir down. Ukraine. Povetkin about to go down. Ukraine. Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Johnson, right hand raised to the sky. Salute. We looked at him. We've looked at him. We've looked at him. So, who is the champ? Who is the champ? Who is the real champ? Who is the unified champ? Who is the man that this man refuses to get in against? He's been offered $80 million. $80 million to get in the ring with Joshua, Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua, aka the landlord. He won't do it. Shook. Fury, been offered good money. Step in. Won't do it. Not saying he's shook. He's got more experience than Joshua, but he's tasted that power. And he knows Joshua's coming into his own now. He was a muscle-bound guy, but now he's working on his skill and agility, getting his weight down to increase his agility. Working on those skills. You saw him do the Philly shell against Povetkin from Ukraine. But now, he's coming into his own. Anthony Joshua is coming into his own. He beat clean the man that you tested dirty against before and after that fight, and in the run-up to the rematch. So Tyson Fury, this is an examination into Tyson Fury. Is Tyson Fury lineal champ? How could he be? This is my summation. We're there now. 1 minute summation. If you're stuck with it, you are a true hardcore boxing fan. We've been going now for like 43 minutes. There's going to be another minute before I conclude. Who is the champ? Who is the king? It's not this man. Drugs. Before the Vladimir fight, after the Vladimir fight. During that period, drugs in the system. Like his cousin, Yuri Fury, Nangelo. Both of them had nandrolone. Fury took it one step further and put some snow. Snow. Remember that? Farmer, you know, say that is snow, we're not gonna play them. They keep boom boom down. Yeah, put some snow in his cornflakes. So it's not him. This guy shook. So we know it's not him. He fights soft touches. Soft touches. Yeah, shook. The real king. Hail the real king. Stand to your feet and hail Anthony Joshua. This man is the unified champ and has great claim to lineal status as he beat Vladimir Klitschko clean, pre-fight, during fight, post-fight, something this man cannot claim. Drug cheat. He's paid his price, so you won't hold it against him, but he is a drug cheat. This has been a hard-hitting expose. Don't get me wrong. We still like Fury. We still like you, Fury. Don't get it twisted. We still like you. But we still recognize we know what you did. And we know who you are. Yeah? So let's not get that twisted. We still like you. But we know what you did. And we know what you are. Or who you are. Or who you were. Yeah? So let's not play no games around here. You were drugging. You were drugging the period that you beat Vladimir Klitschko before and after. Yeah? Did you get clean during? I don't know. But you, it's not you. It's certainly not you. You fight soft touches. Certainly not you. Deontay Wilder. The real champion is Anthony Joshua. This has been a comprehensive expose. It's a documentary, not a short video. It's a documentary. I show receipts. Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio shows receipts. You've seen the receipts. Now, what can I say? It's all been, that hasn't been said. It's all being said. It's all being said. When it's said and done, this is the true lineal champ. Anthony Joshua. It's Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. For all those who have not subscribed already, kindly do so. I go deep into this shizzle. We have a live show. The 5th installment is tonight, depending on when you're watching this video. But we go live Wednesdays evenings UK time at 9 p.m. Also Friday evenings live 9 p.m. UK time. 9 p.m. UK time Wednesdays and Fridays. And if there's been a big fight card on the weekend, then you can expect us to come back on Monday at 9 p.m. UK time. So if you haven't subscribed, kindly do so. We are growing. This is Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. This has been a documentary on the top 3. And I am out.